teaching you some. No, you understood the 5 steps to studying and the 3 strategies to read it. In spite of all this, we have a lot of problems. We have lack of concentration. We can't read. We don't find it interesting. So there is one golden rule I always tell students who come to me.
Just to interrupt, Subhash, there is some disturbance from your voice. The students are also messaging on the chat box. Even I am feeling the same.
Planning to have an IPO. Give me a second. Oh, I'm very sorry. Is it any better now?
A little better. I think you can start speaking, we can get on this.
Okay. Can we go ahead?
Yeah, some cracking voice is there, still disturbance is there. I'm not sure what is the cause.
Okay. Is it any better now?
Yeah, but we are able to hear it, but there is some background noise. I think we can continue. It is manageable. Not that we are not able to hear the content. We are able to hear the content.
Children, am I audible?
No, still there is a difference. That disturbance is there. You want to disconnect and rejoin so that there is connection or anything better. I think it was not about the headphones. I think it was fine. Headphones is also giving the same background and the.
Am I audible this time?
Yes, you can continue. I think we'll see for next 5 minutes again. Then we'll see. I think it should be fine. No, it should get normalized. You can continue. I think you can continue. When you continue, we'll see after some time it might get stopped.
Shall I rejoin?
You can try. Yeah.
Or is it any better now?
That voice is there, but we can make out the content. We can hear you, but there is a 20% of that disturbance.
Oh.
No.
Can we try this, or should I re-log in, sir? I'm very sorry.
You can continue. We'll let us see if there is any. We can see.
Okay, I'll rejoin, children. I'm very sorry.
No problem. No issue.
ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ
Suji, Shubhas has rejoined. I think you'll have to make a request for sharing the screen.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Am I audible this time?
Yeah, it is clear. It is
Yeah.
clear.
1 minute. I am
Making you host so that
making.
you have the screen.
Yeah. I made.
Okay, I'm very sorry for the inconvenience. Now, yeah, I hope you're all with me. Okay, let's get back to the topic. We all have this problem, Allah. We have this lack of concentration, and we feel, oh, sir, I wasn't able to study. Sometimes we come to an extent that, okay, so CA doing is not my thing at all. The main problem that most of us keep doing is to study at the wrong time. So what are the suggestions? Is avoid studying when you're tired, avoid studying when you're bored, avoid studying when you're disinterested, and avoid studying when you're upset. We have this problem when you are upset, but you go and study, and then you feel like you don't understand anything. You are bored, or when you're very tired, you go and study, and then again you feel like, oh, I'm not understanding anything. So these are the problems that most of the times make you feel, oh, this is not my thing. So avoid doing it. And when you avoid it, it becomes easy for you to understand the thing and learn efficiently. Give less time, but give quality time to your study. So maybe when you start to sit and when you start reading something, you should ask this question: am I tired? No, go ahead. Am I bored? Am I disinterested? Am I upset? If it is no for all of these, you can go ahead and study. What are the ways to bring back your focus? Exercise, taking sufficient breaks, eating, and clean up. So meditation and meditating, keeping your mind calm, most of the time helps you combat all this tiredness, disinterest, and all of these issues and focus on your study. Exercise also releases a lot of hormones that keep your body in a good condition and you makes you feel good. And whenever you do exercises, it actually boosts your capacity and your focus and attention will also increase. Taking sufficient breaks, like I was telling you, when you take sufficient breaks, you're re-energizing your brain to do it, and the feeling of tired and all of this is not there. And cleanup is something new for all of you, I guess. Wake up into a clean place. When you wake up and when you go to study, when you have the place around you very clean, organized, it is a whole new feeling. But what most of the time we do is like we push all the things, all the mess to one side, and our table would be filled of all the unwanted things, all the things that we want and don't want, the wrapper of the chocolate, all of it. When you have this thing, it increases your distraction and decreases your motivation or interest to study. So what you can ideally do is before you go to sleep, clean up your room and place every day. Wake up to a clean room and you will really enjoy the energy and feel that you will get when you wake up into one such place. So going ahead, keep yourself motivated. Most of the times we set up very unrealistic goals. It could be as simple as like within my first exam, I should study everything. I should read up everything. Without doing any attempt to study, I should get all India first rank. So don't do that. Assess yourself regularly. How much do I know? How much interest I have developed? Then what are my skills? Do those things on a regular basis. Assess your activities. How much time I'm spending? How much time I'm reading? What are the skills that I'm acquiring. Like, am I going to classes? Am I taking help of some people who cleared this exam? All of it. Okay. And then based on that, set your goals. And definitely, children, it is okay if you want to think, I'll take these 2 attempts, or I'll do it another year after. But please set realistic goals. Don't set up these unrealistic goals and start getting disappointed. This is what kills your motivation in a lot of time. And beat procrastination. Today is the good time to study anything. Now is the right time to do something. If you procrastinate, you're actually killing the number of hours. If you're not motivated today, you may not be motivated tomorrow as well. It continues those way. And discuss your progress. This is something very important. We have this bad concept, no? Shouldn't tell people, it will get that bad number. I'm not telling anyone that I studied this much. Do it. Please do it. When you say, this is my progress, I have studied this much, I'm 80% confident that even now I can appear for exam. I'm glad that I have covered syllabus almost 75%. When you discuss your progress with other people, it increases your motivation. But we have this negative concept, no, ayo elrigu helbitre drishti agogutte. So come out of such, misconceptions. When you discuss your progress, it actually helps you. It helps you stay motivated, and it commits to your studies. And it's like this. When you marry in front of everybody, you commit to it. When you discuss with people around that you are spending this many hours to study, you have studied this much time, you actually commit to that idea. You commit to the idea that you are doing it correctly. You commit to the idea that, okay, I'm doing it. When you tell more, it gives you some positive information. And visualize your actions throughout the day. When you wake up to the day, imagine, I'm having this time breakfast. After breakfast, I'm doing this. After breakfast, I have this session. After that session, I have these many patients. After these patients, I have to go to this. After this, I have follow-up appointment. So throughout the day, visualize your day. When you do it, your brain creates all the resources to do it. Okay, it's like making the menu of the day. And when your menu of the day is ready, someone in your house gets you all the groceries. But if you decide at 12 o'clock, okay, I'm going to make palav, you may not do it for lunch. You may have to do it for dinner. So do this. Visualize your actions for throughout the day as soon as you wake up. And wake up in a clean room, like I was telling. And at the end, reward yourself. We all have this habit of, either giving us everything randomly or not treating us everything, like following a celibacy. Don't do either of them. Okay. So what you can do after studying 6 hours a day, give yourself a reward. Like you can order pizza after you read 6 hours, or you can go out or make a call or use Facebook after you study 3 hours. So give yourself some rewards. Make a list of them and put it in your room. If nobody motivates you, you have to motivate yourself because you're all grown up. And this is the way you always give rewards to yourself. Going ahead, dealing with exams. This is the last slide, and I see some of the messages in the chat. We'll take all of those questions. Okay. So what are the things to do when you have to deal with the exam? Sleep well on the day of the exam. Don't do this last minute preparation where you sleep only 3 hours, you wake up at 3 o'clock and study. Don't do this. When it is your exam, sleep better than the normal day. Read, it is as important as studying. When you read more, it is also important that you actually give yourself some rest. And it is said that when you are sleeping, your brain processes the information that you have read. It transfers the memory from short-term memory to long-term memory. For that, your sleep is very, very, it is at most important. So many ways. And eat easily digestible food. And when on the day of exam or a couple of days before exam, you need not have something that isn't even digested in the stomach. It leads to unhealthy sleep, insufficient sleep, discomfort, not able to focus on it. So always go for foods that are easily digestible, or whatever they say, eat sugar with curd and all of it. If you believe in it, go ahead with that also. Okay. Do whatever you believe strongly that may actually help you. Also do it. And do breathing exercises. This is something very important. And like I told you, when you're studying, you can take a break and do an exercise for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. But breathing exercises are those that you can do even in your examination hall. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, breathe it out through your mouth. This makes you stress free. Okay. So do this, releasing your stress off is something very important in your exam. If you're very stressed, definitely you're not going to perform well. So leave out your stress, even in case of in your exam, if you're finding it difficult, you're not able to focus, take 30 seconds. Okay, within 30 seconds, you're not going to make wonder. So take 30 seconds, close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, breathe it out slowly through your mouth. Cigarette ho gaya horag biಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಹಾಗೆ breathe out very slowly. And in the examination hall, first find out what you know. Even before going to exam, find out what are the chapters and concepts you know. When you know that these are the concepts that I don't know, stop focusing on those questions. Find out what you know. Focus on exam and not result. I'll tell you, you're writing an exam and then you realize you have attempted only these many questions. Okay, you feel like only these many questions I know. ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, I'm going to fail. When you focus on the result, you're going to make it worse. ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದನ್ನು ಬರೆಯೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. In your exam, always focus on exam and not result. This is something very important that you should always understand. When you don't know something in the exam, don't panic and start thinking about your examination result. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ವಾ, ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಾ ಬೇಡ್ವಾ, ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ಏನ್ ಬೈತಾರೋ. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಡೂ ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ಯೋರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಹಾಲ್. ಸೊ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ನೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಔಟ್. Find out questions that you know and attempt them. Identify negative thoughts. Give positive affirmations. This is for both on the examination place as well as previous day. When you are having all these panics, I haven't studied well, my friend studied more, I may not get first rank, my sister scored more than me. All such negative thoughts, identify them and give positive affirmations. Affirmations are those confident things that you tell yourself. I'm good. I have prepared well. I'm happy. I'm happy about my preparation. I have studied enough. All such positive affirmations will be grabbed by your brain very well, and make a list of such positive affirmations and give those affirmations as soon as you wake up and before going to sleep. These are the best times to keep it. And avoid post-exam discussions. These are something that stresses you a lot. Okay, so don't buy a ticket for the train that has already gone. And just do not give up immediately. I have seen a lot of people saying like, nanondu attempt ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ನನಗೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಐ ಗೇವ್ ಅಪ್, ಫೈಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟ್ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ಎ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಮಾಡಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ, ಅಂಗಡಿ ಇಡ್ಬೋದಾ, ಫ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಡಿಸೈನಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದಾ, ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದಾ. ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಸಚ್ ಆಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟ್ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ಸ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಅಪ್ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ perseverance is the key to dealing with it. So summing up the session before going to questions, today we studied that SQRRR technique, something to start with when you read in for your exams and all the academics. Even if you're doing your BCom or BA, sorry, you can't do BA yet. If you're doing your BCom or BB or any degree, that will help you. And after the SQRRR, find out a good place, dedicate a place to study. Do not fool your brain or fool yourself that you're studying. And space it out your studying time. And after that, follow all these techniques where you keep your mind and body very healthy. So I hope it has been a good session till now. And now we will go to questions. Please share your email. Okay, I'll do that. Please share retention techniques for theory papers. Yeah, the retention techniques, the memory thing, we are going to discuss in detail tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm gonna tell you about all the memory techniques that are there, about how to do it and all of it. Okay. Oh, that is very nice. People have figured out the questions. The first question, While writing mock exam, feeling more panic and distractive thoughts are high, such as past failure. Due to this, can't able to attempt known questions also. How to overcome? Okay, that is next. Yes, this is observed in a lot of exams. Tumba jana, even in medical exams, they reappear for the what the CET exam, NEET exam. What is the known factors? ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಅಂದ್ರೆ previous attempts ಗಿಂತಲೂ worse ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. I'll tell you why. Like I was explaining, most people do this problem where they lose motivation when they take a second attempt. The fear of past failure. Please normalize taking a second attempt. Please normalize it. I mean, this is something that you all have to collectively do. Okay. So normalize it. It is keep telling yourself it is okay to do it. When you take a mock test or when you take such things, understand this is not the final thing. And understand if you fail in your mock test, when you do not perform well, you have the ability to find out where you're going wrong. So make a list of things that made you lose in your mock test. And also, end of the CA exams, I heard you will get a review from ICAI where they explain you where children are going wrong. Excuse me. The ICAI tells you that where the children are going wrong, what is making them perform badly in the exam. So understand this is what before ICAI does to you, you have to do it for yourself through this mock test. How to overcome laziness? Due to this, concentration and focus are not in current amount of tune. How to tune them? To overcome laziness, there are two things. Plan your work and work out your plan. You may think, sir, ನಾನು 6 hours ಓದ್ತೀನಿ daily ಅಂತ decide ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. But very importantly, you should also decide every detail about it. ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾವಾಗ ಓದ್ತೀರಿ, in a day ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾವ content ಅನ್ನು. When you do this, when you plan your work and work out the same plan, you will be able to do this in a better way. The concentration, focus, and it all gets into you. And overcoming laziness can be with the proper motivation techniques that I was telling. Oh, this came at 10:54. Fine. So this is the thing that we have to do where reward yourself. See, this is some conditioning that we all have. This is how children used to do. We have this, when someone says very good, when they write it in your answer sheet, you tend to do it more often. To get it in you should reward yourself and talk about it more well. So this is a way to overcome the laziness. So let's say I have committed in front of my family. From 1 week I have been studying as soon as I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I tend to do it. Create the self-image of yourself with all these good attributes. Okay, that is non-procrastination, not being lazy. When you create that image or picture about you in front of friends and family members, chances are high that you tend to do it and give yourself good rewards and work out a plan. Otherwise, there is no magic pill for laziness. Okay, you have to understand why you are doing it and how important it is. Okay, and whenever you are lazy, whenever you are not doing anything, keep a stopwatch. Okay, this is something I forgot to tell you. Yes, guys, buy a stopwatch in a day. ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಎದ್ದ ತಕ್ಷಣ, ಅಲ್ವಾ, when you are not doing anything productive, start it on. Teachers they use it. End of the day, ಅದು 100 minutes ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 80 minutes ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. When you know this is the amount of time you are wasting, your laziness will automatically go off and you start working. Most of the time, 1 hour waste ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿ just sofa ಮೇಲೆ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಆಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So when you start accounting, before you become a chartered accountant, account your time. And when you account your time, you will actually start to feel that, oh, I'm becoming lazy, I have to do it. Only when you identify it, you will be able to go ahead. So get a stopwatch, keep it with you all the time. Whenever you're not doing anything productive, and when the time starts running, you will feel that feel, okay, like a fire is running in your back. you start to run and you will work out. Maybe this is something you can effectively start with. Okay. Thank you, Naveen, for those two questions. I hope I have answered them. If there is anything, you can just get back to me at the end again. Monisha has asked the question, sir, I'm a direct entry student. I'll take up my exams in May 22. I'm taking my coaching from study. I do not put effort to study home, thinking I have much time to study. I'm regretting now that I lost 4 months. Is this the right time for me to start studying? If Monisha, in one simple line, if I can answer, now you have lost 4 months. If you think this is not yet the right time to start studying, you will lose another month. It becomes 5 months, it becomes 6 months. If you don't start immediately, you're actually going to make the situation worse. Start studying now only. If not, even if you don't take up attempt this year, at least for this, become the person who is bad. So whether you go to a coaching class or something, end of the day, what you study is really important. So a coaching class is something that we give for 100 people. A session is something like this. There is something we give for 100 people. So what you study is something very important. That it cannot be compromised because you go to a coaching class. So start with studying 1 hour a day and increase maybe just 15 minutes every day. Okay, if you're not able to focus. So apart from classes, within the 1 hour start ಮಾಡಿ. Per day 15 minutes start ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, end of the week it becomes 3 hours. If you keep on continuing, like within a month, you will be able to consistently increase your capacity to study for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Okay, so don't start with this, oh, even in 5 hours because, but you're not at all prepared. Okay, don't do that. Start with some small time, 2 hours, 3 hours or something, and increase just 30 minutes every day. So start doing it, and yes, always it is the right time. Anytime is the right time to start something that is good for you, Monisha. Okay, Naveen Kumar, please share retention techniques for theory papers so that we will do it tomorrow. Okay, I'll tell you how to retain the information, how to recall effectively, and how to, not forget it, how to get that effective recalling. Lack of sleep leading to burnout and concentration problems. Laziness is more related to mental aspects than physical. Okay. Yes, lack of sleep and burnout and concentration problems like spelling are something that, no, I think I'm repeating this content. Yes, these are the problems. Most of the time, you think, giving up your sleep is some great sacrifice. When you have throughout the day, why don't you enjoy that time? And Kumbhasala ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, it is not only important that you sleep 8 hours or 10 hours, but it is also important that you sleep efficiently. There are few sleep hygienes that I can tell you. To have a good sleep, don't go to bed until you're sleepy. 11 ಗಂಟೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಡಿ. If you're not sleepy or if you have slept in the afternoon, there is no point in just going to bed if you are not yet feeling that drowsiness. Alva? What happens? You go there and 11 ಗಂಟೆಲಿ 12 ಗಂಟೆಲಿ ಈಗ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಫುಡ್ ತರಿಸ್ಕೋತೀರಿ. You will eat it, you will go fall on the bed, you don't feel sleepy at all. You waste 1 hour there. After few minutes of falling onto the bed, ನಿಮಗೆ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ come back and do something. Don't continue to roll on the bed when you're not getting sleep. So when you do this, you feel like, oh, I slept from 10 o'clock to 8 o'clock, but your sleep is not sufficient, and all this mental and physical burnout will always be there. So keep your sleep hygiene. Like I said, study table ಮೇಲೆ ಬೇರೆ ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ವಾ, ಅದೇ ತರ ಬೆಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೇರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. Make specialize that place only for sleeping and go there only once you start feeling that drowsiness. And at least after dinner, please avoid gadgets. Okay, I'm not telling like your mom and dad, I'm telling you medically. It releases, your brain releases a chemical once it is dark, which is called melatonin. Okay, ನೀವು gadgets ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, you are priming your brain that it is still a day. So that's the idea. Your brain reduces the secretion of that hormone or the chemical in your brain, and automatically ನಿಮಗೆ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರೋದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so most of the time ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ phone use ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, phone use ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Your brain stops it. Okay, so don't do that. After you after you have your dinner, at least those next 2 or 3 hours, stop using your gadgets, or at least use that LED blocking mode. Okay, that is because of that light your brain inhibits your sleep. Okay, so you can use those gray modes, the dark yellow modes that are on your phone. That will at least make the Mahendra has asked a question. So while reading any topic or book, how to know the overall intention or information about that book or topic before starting which points to identify first? I think this is the question we discussed in the beginning. I don't know if you joined late. This is where I said survey question before you actually read. Okay, survey question, read, recite, and review.
We lost speaker.
Yeah. I think Subhash, we are not able to hear you. I think if I think there's some connectivity lag, we are not able to hear you.
I think he will join back. Let's wait.
Yeah.
Kaushik, can you answer first question on mock text from a CA perspective? Hello?
Yeah. So basically, the distraction that you are getting while writing mock exams, the word itself, the perception one should have while writing an exam, irrespective of a mock exam or a preparation exam in the home or you're writing anything. So it should be something like your D-Day or you're writing your final exams. The thought that you're writing mock exam and not the final exam may get certain distractive thoughts, and feeling more panic is because of probably that the preparation levels and the confidence levels are low. And you should be more confident of what you have studied and what you have already aware of. Ensure that you reproduce those things and recollect and put it across on paper so that you get some confidence and the panic levels come down. Distractive thoughts is because of one is that you get that seriousness and you will be able to overcome it. And past failures, look at it like that you are doing it for the first time, so that you need not think of for the past failures. Failures is almost is something that you are getting a chance to redo it with a more colorable device kind of thing, where you can do it in more effective way. So it is better for you to do it in that manner. So with these things you can come out of it. I think Subhash has joined back. I think you'll have to make, okay, yeah, he's joining back.
Yeah, he joined. Typically, the writing mock test itself is just a self-assessment. No need to panic. And you have already written in your question that there are some past failure also. So I feel as a CA student and now as a practicing chartered accountant, whatever failures we have undergone, those are very costliest mock tests. So you have two attempts. If you have failed already, means the 2 attempts plus your mock test. I think 3 mock tests you have taken. The 2 mock tests are very costly, because at least if you would have passed your examination, 50,000 per month, any CA will get it. At least your qualification has been delayed by 1 year. If that is the case, you have already, that opportunity cost is almost 1 lakh rupees you have lost. So that is the costliest mock test you have written in your life. And if you repeat the same problem with the confidence or attention, all those things, the same result will come. You have to change your mindset and approach the exam like a warrior, and with a positive attitude or a confident preparation will give you a different result. That's what I wish. So, Subhash, are you there?
Yes. Sorry. So we answered Mahendra's question, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, are there any more questions?
No, Subhash. I think all the questions in the chat box have been displayed on the screen. I think we have answered all the questions from the chat box. Sneh,
Okay.
you had raised hand. You want to ask question orally. If you want to do so, you can unmute yourself and you can ask. And couple of other students have raised hands in between. If you want to speak out or talk directly to the resource person and ask your doubts clarified, you can do so now. Neha is not on the call. I think she's dropped off due to technical, or I'm not sure.
No issue.
And I think these are the questions.
Okay. Anybody had anything else to ask, at least from those who have already cleared the chartered accountants, or anything that you think understand that
at least from those who have already cleared the chartered accountants, or anything that you think understand that
So one more question we have got on our. Hello.
Okay. I read the question.
Okay. I read the question.
I think understand this. It is different for different people, and there is nothing like fix it for any exam. But when it comes to chartered accountancy, I think one of you experts who have completed it have to say, I'm a psychologist.
Actually, like see, the question is on average, how many attempts does it take to complete CA? One attempt is enough. See, if you go with the proper preparation and with a confident mind, like if you are confident about yourself, you will definitely clear in a first attempt only. There are many people, and all are human beings. You are also one. And because this is a question paper, or this is the examination conducted by human beings for human beings, can be cleared by human beings. So no need to think much on how many attempts, or like, am I eligible to clear in one attempt? All those things are that make you down rather than make you confident. So I feel many have done it, you can do it. That is the tagline you have to remember and move forward.
These
Yes,
concepts of
that
average
stigma is
attempts.
there a lot, where people
Yeah.
have been constantly thinking, oh, CA exam is very difficult. The pass percentage is very low. And it takes so many attempts to clear it. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು stigma ಏನಿದೆ, please come out of it. This is something that I see in a lot of people, and you have to break that stigma for yourself, that those thoughts that, okay, this is a difficult thing, attempts jasti togolutte, or it is not possible for everyone. Come out of it. Like sir was telling, it is made by humans for every other human. So don't think it positively. So if anyone says, maybe you're at home and someone says, oh, adi chana kashmanta kada, tumba kashta ante alva, tell them no, it is not. We should only try our best. So develop such motivational things for yourself, and please break that stigma and come out of it. With that stigma, most of the times that will hinder your reading abilities and confidence and motivation. Please avoid that.
This is on internship. Can
I think
Suhas,
technical questions of internship or the other things, I'm not the right person, but there are few
sir,
questions which are about how to deal the emotional barriers and dealing with the relationships, predefined targets, and parents' expectations are hurting us mentally. Okay, so many have asked the same questions. Can we take this topic after memory tomorrow? I'll discuss this in detail also.
Suhas, can you answer on internship?
Yeah,
Like,
Sujay,
yeah, please.
are you referring the question from Abhijit?
Yeah,
Hello?
Abhijit, yes. Yeah.
So he is asking also, the internship for 3 years is just long that a person starting now will take 28 years to complete CA. Okay, I mean, this is, it's not clear when you say the person starting now will take 28 years to complete CA. So I don't know in what age you are in, if you are referring this, but I mean, that is part of the course, right? So any course has its own structure. Now, if you compare this with architecture, which is for 5 years, and so it's with it. That's how the course is designed. I think those which are not in our control, maybe we should not worry about much and go with what is required to do. So it's not about the internship being long or short. It's about why the period is designed that way. Because most of the time, everybody in today's session is aware that how much of work they'll be getting in their first year of articleship or internship. So it could be for you also a very short time if it is just a 6 months or a 1 year period, which will be more like a formality. I also see in MBA course wherein they have a 3 months internship. That is they are given a specific project work and that they have to complete in that 3 months and submit to college work. That makes no sense at all. So that is not a serious internship at all, is what I feel. And sometimes the feedback I get from MBA students is also same. That is just a formality for our project, for our grading system is why we use that. But in CA, this entire 3 year internship will reshape your 30-40 years of career. You can ask with any qualified person, he would agree on this. So you get to learn a lot of avenues available for CA post qualification. And among these 3 years, you're not just learning the subject, you're learning communication skills, you're learning interaction skills, you're learning networking, you're learning how to apply the theory, you're learning how to talk to a client, how to represent in front of a client. You will also be disciplined. You are already in an office environment, right? So that gives you a lot more in 3 years. So that is actually, it is three golden years and not just an articleship. So please take it, as the course is designed that way, nobody can comment and say it is long or short. So we have to just follow. If our target is to achieve or become a CA, then we have to go with it and not complain. So I would request you to take this in a positive way, make most out of those 3 years. And nowadays, with this availability of various sources on internet, there is nothing like a boring period. So you can learn online more stuff if you're not getting things in your office. You can learn about new skills available, new technology available, where you can apply. And you can also have a lot of other courses, course in the sense, not a degree course, but any additional skill you want to acquire. So take it that way and have a positive approach.
And if I can add one thing to what Subhasa was telling, once you become an employer, you would prefer taking taking people who have got 3-year training than 3 months training. Am I right? Like when you start to become the person who is employing, you would prefer someone who is more trained, because when you stand in that position,
very true, very true.
See, and moreover, the 3 years is not sufficient to learn all the things. Many will feel, whoever have undergone that 3 years, there will be still many areas like like gray assignments or very interesting assignments. They have not able to even get the exposure of it. So just enjoy, as was said. Can you go to the next question?
Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Please tell me. Yeah, please.
Sir, my name is Abhijit. So I just asked the question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, I would like to reiterate what I had to say. Internship or articleship that, as you stated, sir, it seems like it's 3 years long, but the principle that you're going under doesn't give you the enough experience you want. They make you do the lower level work or something like that. I've heard a lot of stories about that, read a lot of Quora posts on that. And also about MBA, so people are doing MBA, they should always have a 3-4 years experience in the back before going to MBA, because it's not about studying a master, it's about having an MBA degree where you can have a tie-in process in those kind of regard. So 3 months internship is namesake, but they should have a prior 4-year, 5-year experience coming into MBA just to have their degrees validated. And I have nothing to say against it. It's just that it's too difficult for normal students when they get aspirations high. If they can't achieve, they will take another attempt for 30 after 30 years on, how will they have another job if they keep on attempting for CS? I think we should keep that reality a check and not just show it as an easy thing. So that is what I wanted to say. So thank you.
Yeah, Abhijit. So see, this is part of one side of the view what you're saying, right? So I don't know what, see, many people tell many things. I have also gone through this phase, and all CA students will definitely go through this phase: which articles to choose, which firm to choose, what kind of work to choose. What we must be looking here is, see, we are not already in a position where we can judge, right? So if you don't find the work, what you want to work towards or achieve towards, then you always have an option to change your articleship. It's not something like you're signing some bond, right? So that way, if you don't find any suitable work towards your aspirations, I think you should be free to change your articleship. See, it happens with many, right? Sometimes they expect different things and they end up getting different things. So the 3 years phase is actually it has multiple things there. You are preparing for your finals. A few might be maybe preparing for their intermediate exams, and some are also taking daily coaching classes, and there is traveling involved, then there is office work involved. So it is not just you go 9 to 5 job, you come back and you are relaxing. So you are doing couple of things with this. You are you have to also concentrate. So there are few people who look at it that way. Okay, I'll choose a decent office where I get decent work for me to also be able to study in the morning and in the evening, because few of them also look at it as an uh, as a route to achieve their final attempt. So some of them might want to clear their exam in first attempt. So they feel that, okay, I will take a light office where the work is very less. But in fact, if I have to tell you my experience, I chose in a very different fashion. I never bothered about my CA final exam. To be frank, when I joined articleship, I didn't even know the CA final syllabus. So I just went with the flow. I joined an organization where a few of them told, yes, A, B, C, D is good in this. So, okay, is that what I want to learn? In my first year of articleship, I would say yes. But in my last year of articleship, the total perspective has changed, right? So it will never remain same. It is the time game. So today you're standing at point A and you can see point B and C, but you don't have visibility of D, E, F. But tomorrow, when you go to point C, you have visibility of D, E, F, and your perspective changes. That's how our brains work. So I totally accept what you are saying, but see, it's not about the time. But once you complete, like Mr. Sujay was also telling, there are various opportunities opening. So don't think much about your age or time or number of attempts, but have a one straight goal that you have to clear in as minimum attempts as possible, and just go with it and not think about factors which you cannot control.
Sir, one more, sir, if I can, please. Can I ask one more, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, about CFA or something like that, sir. ACAA kind of courses. What about those? So what would you say about those courses? If not for CA, other students can go for those courses. Please explain to that a little bit more.
Vijit, just a second, so that we'll answer you. Just to ensure that because few of them are with the time constraint, we had planned the session for 10 to 11. I think people are considering the time they're dropping off from the calls. So just to mention that the today's session will be like informed in the invite is segregated into a part of it today and tomorrow, and we will be continuing with the session with tomorrow from 10 to 11, complementing to the topics that the resource person has discussed today. Tomorrow it will be more on the memory aspects. So I wish those who have attended, I wish to convey that those who have attended today, ensure that you be part of the session tomorrow also, to make the more benefit out of it. And with that, I think I'll just give a small vote of thanks for this today's session. It is not a formal vote of thanks. It is just a normal thing to just to conclude today's session only, but not the tomorrow's. Tomorrow is still a continuation of it. So I thank Subhash for taking his time and coming and joining with us and sharing his thoughts, and also all the queries that our students had. And we had a lot of questions, lot of people participated today. Thank you all the participators also. And I again welcome back all the participants tomorrow as well, and ensure that you don't miss it and take the complete benefit of it. So now we will continue with, if there are any other questions or whatever questions. Subhash, if you wish to add something, and if you have time, you can join and be there. Or if you are having any commitments or prior arrangements, we don't mind, or we just seek your permission to continue or seek your advice.
Yes, you can definitely go ahead. Like, I think pretty much whatever was related to my topic, I have answered those questions.
Correct.
If there is anything left out, like Kaushik was mentioning, we can also discuss them tomorrow.
Sure.
And like the emotional aspect, like some of you mentioned, along with memory, I'll try my best to add it on to tomorrow's session.
Sure.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Subhash.
Thank you.
Okay. So with that, now Abhijit, now your point probably we can discuss, and the other points with respect to what are the CA opportunities or how to approach completing BCom now. Like Mahendra has asked a question. So like how it is all about the interest and the flow. Suhas had very nicely summarized. You will have to go with the flow and not. When coming back to the Abhijit's question of how many attempts does it take, we are not doing an analysis of an industry, or we are not doing a study of how it looks. We are not evaluating the course as such, whether it is performing correctly. It is not a performance evaluation, or it is not a course evaluation. We are doing we are taking this into as a career, and we are studying for ourselves. An average attempt is something which it is not suitable for one's individual. It is for a population as a whole, and it is a past study. You do a post-mortem analysis, doing it, okay, 1,000 people have taken up CA. Out of that, 20 of them took three attempts, or one of them, 50 of them took only 2 attempts, and balance 30 of them took only 1 attempt, and the other 10 are still not passing. So this is to study the atmosphere and not one's individual. It should never be correlated to one's individual's aspiration, and it cannot behave as an indicator for one's individual's performance. And coming to the point of Abhijit, there are other courses, like you said, CFA, CPA, all of it's at its own importance, and all of it has its own challenges, like CS, CWA, CA, CFA, CPA. And you will have to see where your thoughts are aligning, what is your aspiration. Go into, like how today's speaker Subhash was telling, do a survey and then take a decision, and then start off it and see what suits your skill set. And don't get carried away with the other's perception. Don't get carried away with the inputs or kind of other people's what they are doing. It should not be a decision based on what you depend based on others' decision. It should become like your own decision, and start thinking what is important for you, and start see what attracts you, where you feel passionate, where you feel more comfortable. I think in that way you should be able to get an answer for that. And starting 28 years, all of that is very simple to it, because there are people who have started at 40 years, 50 years and completed their CA at 56 year, and they are seeing their profession at that point in age. 28 is very early to it, and it can be done any point in time. So I think I've answered your question, Abhijit.
And moreover,
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Please, thank you for being patient with me, sir. I apologize for any kind of thing. Thank you, sir.
No, there is nothing about apologizing. All these doubts are very much important. Thing is that we are trying to put the perspectives in right sense rather than getting carried away with any other aspects. So let us put our perspectives in right sense, so that we get answers very easily, and we don't get carried away with any of the other complementing thoughts or surrounding influences. So that was objective to answer your questions.
Thank you for being patient with me, sir. Thank you, sir. I'll get out of your way, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Anybody else or any other questions? I think Sujay, if there's something we should answer or left out, or Suhas, anything?
There are 4 questions are there. How to manage relationship, especially with parents who are
This is what something which Subhash told. He will be dealing it with tomorrow.
Yes, yeah.
Told about the parents' expectation hurting mentally. He will cover it tomorrow. And this is CA after completing BCom and the concentration time slots. I think this is again probably Subhash can answer tomorrow from his perspective. If required, we can do it from our limited thought process. But otherwise, the 3 questions which are unanswered are informed by the speaker today that he will be taking up tomorrow. What skills or in which way to approach after completing BCom? This is something if there are a lot of options already we have dealt or we have already told indirectly, like Suhas was also deliberating. You'll have to see your interest and there are a lot of options. 3 years is you'll get a lot of opportunities. And Sujay also was telling that it is not at all sufficient to do it. So you'll have to channelize a specific attributable skill set which is more interesting to you and start specializing on that skill. And then you can take up different specialization courses. The starting step would be your curriculum, that is your IPCC or CA Inter and then CA Final. There you get a flavor of all the subjects which you want to work on, and then you get an idea of the fundamental aspects and basic concepts, and few of them you get the advanced concepts also. And in the articleship you get a practical flavor of it. From there onwards, when you start looking at wherever your interest gets aligned, stating that it is more comfortable and it is more aligning with my thought process and it is more interesting and it is passionate, considering all other aspects like career opportunities and the opportunities that are available in the industry, considering all of that, you can take a decision and start specializing in that area, skill set area, with more in-depth learning about a particular subject by taking up topic by topic, and you can start reading. There are a lot of materials, commentary materials, subject materials, and technical analysis materials. Start reading those, and then you can probably after some days you can bring up some other material as well. When you go so depth, you can become an author of some book or author of some article or material. So that is how you should start approaching. Give some time. Don't get these questions pressurized in the starting itself. Complete your articleship, get into the profession, test the waters kind of thing, see what is more practical, what is more advantageable for you, and then start channelizing the area of focus. Anybody else, if there's any other questions relating to the today's session or with respect to any of the aspects of CA or anything, or any preparation articleship, we would be open for you to hear. We would be open to hear from you and answer it.
One more question is there from Shivaram Charan. How to improve presentation in exams, especially in theory papers, and also communicates to the clients, because of I'm not good speak in English and wrote something like that. Okay, I feel Shivaram, no one is Shakespeare, no one is a Native American or Englishman in drafting English skill in India. So like whatever English, see, I am also from rural background, and I also learned over the period how to draft, how to write answers in examination, all those things. And our English, like Indian rural student English, is sufficient to crack the examination. That is one thing I can easily tell. Whatever English you know, it is sufficient to crack it. And if you want to ask me about presentation, just see how the answers, like how the questions are answered in suggested answer. Suggested answer is a scheme of evaluation, and from there only, like, I'm not telling verbatim or produce each word the way they have like answered your question in the suggested answer, but the like fact of the case, like relevant law from the act or something, and then you are concluding. That is the best way of clearing or answering any question. That will fetch you more marks than anything else. So you will get an idea how to start a question, how to conclude a question, how to start your answer, and how to conclude your answer in the suggested answer. Please visit once, then you develop what is lacking in you, and how to inculcate the way they are answering the questions. So that will make a lot of difference in your presentation. I hope I have answered your question. And don't worry about English. English, we are not writing MA in English exam. So even if you write with your like normal English or whatever English you know, it's enough. But whatever you have understood after reading English, all the acts are in English and all, that interpretation should be pakka. Like you should understand thoroughly, or you should understand in a right way. So in understanding, if some problem is there, you have to use dictionary, or you have to discuss with the teacher, you have to discuss with your friend whether your understanding or clarity and concepts are perfect or correct. If that is there, you can answer in your way, no problem. So anything else?
Sir, Sujay sir. Sir, I have one question. Sir, actually, I am a recently qualified IPCC, sir. Sir, actually, I take 8 attempts to clear my IPCC. I'm a direct entry student. Now I have a fear of failure. Means I completed IPCC, sir. But I am now having questions. IPCC ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ 8 ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಇನ್ನು ಫೈನಲ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೆಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಇನ್ನೆಷ್ಟು ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೋ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಫಿಯರ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಓವರ್ಕಮ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ 27 years. ಸೊ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಈಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ 1 year ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು, ಮಾಡು ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಈ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಡೌಟ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಸರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು IPC 8 ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಒಂದು 4 ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ. ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಫಿಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಕಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಸರ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಸರ್?
ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇದೆ. ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಕಿನ್ನ ಈ ಟೈಮ್ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಅಂತ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ 4 ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿದಿರಂತ. ಇವಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಮೈ friend itself, he took around 9 attempts for clearing IPCC, and he cleared the final exam in first attempt. He had understood the pains and the efforts that are required and the competence that is required. ಎಷ್ಟು efforts, ಎಷ್ಟು preparation ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟು requirement ಇದೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ, confidence ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು he had learned it in the 9 attempts of his IPCC exams. And when he started preparing for final, like none of us were preparing that kind of thing. We never knew final was first time for us also, but for him it was known factor that this, without so much of efforts, I will not be able to clear. He had learned how much efforts is required. He had learned how much of dedication is required. He had learned how much of concentration is required. He dedicated all of that concentration, focus, commitment, and he cleared it in the first attempt. So you can learn from your own things, and you can also make use of the time, understand the age factor, give it a time, and give it a consistent, steady approach. And if you do it for a 6 months preparation, you should be able to crack through the final exam as well. And since you have cleared your IPCC, it's a long time now for you to start with your articleship also for 3 years. So you have 3 years of time to prepare simultaneously for your final exams. So
one thing, I completed my articleship, sir. But now I'm also confusing, like I am going ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮನೇಲಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡು, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಇದು 1 year ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಜಾಬ್ ಹೋಗು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ.
Correct. So there will be conflicting thoughts whether you complete break and then start your career, or do along with your career exams also. So what is more appropriate for you? Dedicated amount of preparation is required. If nobody can get through by doing a single day preparation or 1 day preparation or 20 days exam leaves that you take before, or 30 days exam leaves that you take and start studying before the exams, will definitely not be sufficient for the level of competence and the level of expectation that is required from CA exams. The only thing you will have to do, it is easy when you do it on a regular basis, when you do it on a period basis. That is what in today's session also Subhash told. Don't do same thing in a day 10 times. Do it same thing over 10 days so that you get the competence over it. So I think in that approach will help you to do it consistently, slowly, start doing day by day. That will help you.
Just to add, Anil ಅವರೇ, so if I have to ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ IPCC ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಓದಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ, ನಿಮಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಫರ್ಟ್, ಏನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ರಿಫೈಸ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ CA ಫೈನಲ್ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಇದೆ, CA ಫೈನಲ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, CA ಫೈನಲ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಈ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್, ವೆದರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ರೆಡಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್. ಸೊ ಅದು ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ತೆಗೆದು ನೋಡಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಇವಾಗ IPCCಗೂ CA ಫೈನಲ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರಿಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ SWOT ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್, ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಥ್ರೆಟ್, ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ನಿಮ್ದು CA ಫೈನಲ್ಗೂ ಅದೇ ಹಾಕಿ. ನಿಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಇವಾಗ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಸರಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಕು. ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಕು, ಓಕೆ. ಆಡಿಟ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಯಾವುದೋ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಪೇಪರ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಕು, ಓಕೆ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸಿ ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ. ಥ್ರೆಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿ ಹೋದ್ರು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ತಲೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇರೆ ಟ್ಯಾಕಲ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಟೈಮ್ ನೋಡಿ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು. ಇವಾಗ 4 ಜನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ, ಅದನ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದು ನಿಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿ ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಇವಾಗ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ. ನೀವು ಏನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀಟಾಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ, ಏನಿದೆ, ಏನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಏನ್ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಏನ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷದ್ದು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳಿದೆ ಸುಮಾರು ಪ್ರೆಡಿಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ, ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೂ ಟೈಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಶಿಪ್ ಮುಗಿಸಿದೀರಾ, IPCC ಮುಗಿಸಿದೀರಾ. ನೀವು ಇವಾಗ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ದು 99 ವರ್ಸಸ್ 100, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ 50 ವರ್ಸಸ್ 100. ಸೊ ಆ 1%ಗೆ ನೀವು ರೆಡಿ ಇದೀರಾ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ರೆಡಿ ಇದೀನಿ ಅನ್ಸಿದ್ರೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಹಾಕಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ರೆಡಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್.
ಸುಹಾಸ್, ನನ್ನ ವ್ಯೂ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅನಿಲ್ ಅವರೇ,
ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್.
ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 8 ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೀರಾ. ಈಗ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಫೈನಲ್ ಬೇಡವಾ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಫಿಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್. ಓಕೆ, another thing is later we may regret, ಅರೆ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟ್ರೈಡ್. ಸುಮ್ನೆ ನಾನು ಎದುರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನು ಟ್ರೈಯೇ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಜಾಬ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಮನೆಯವ್ರ ಮಾತು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಂತ. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟ್ರೈ. ಇಫ್ ಯು leave in halfway, it is a crime. And I will tell you personally, my friends who have cleared semi qualification, okay, inter madidare, max to max their salary 1 lakh vargu hogbodu. They may start from 35,000 40,000 they may give now, okay. After CA inter ge 25,000 30,000 ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ವರ್ಗು ಹೋಗಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಯಾಚುರೇಷನ್. ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಜಾಬ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರುವೆ ಅವ್ರೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ವೈ ಶುಡ್ ಐ ಪೇ 1 lakh to a semi qualified rather than I can hire a new freshly qualified chartered accountant with 70,000 60,000 ಆ ತರ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೋಲ್ಡನ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟ್ರೈ. ಅಂಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಕೌಶಿಕ್ ಹೇಳ್ದಾಗೆ, ಸುಹಾಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ದಾಗೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಗದಲ್ಲೇ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ. ಯಾರೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಈ ಟೈಮ್ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ನನ್ನ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ಏನಾಗಿದೆಯೋ IPCCಲಿ ಅದೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಕು? ನಾವು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೇಬಾರ್ದು. ನೀವ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಫೈನಲ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಫೇಲ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಜಾರಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೈನಲ್ ಫೇಲ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಎದುರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು? ಏನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡೆಮ್ಯಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ದಟ್ ಫೈನಲ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್. ಲೈಕ್ ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಾ, ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಬೇಕಾ, ರಿಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಪವರ್ ಬೇಕಾ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಶಾರ್ಪನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್. ಅಷ್ಟು ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿ.
ಸರ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಎಂಕರೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಮಾತುಗಳಿಗೆ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಯ್ತು. ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ನಾನು ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋದನ್ನ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಾವು ಅಷ್ಟು ಸರಿ ಓದಿದೀವಿ. ನಾನು 2 ಸರಿ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ, 3ನೇ ಸರಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಸರಿ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗೋರ್ಗಿಂತ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ. ಡೋಂಟ್ ವರಿ. CA ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಇಟ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Okay, welcome. Any other questions? I think that's it for the day. Kaushik?
Yeah. So thank you all. Even after our formal conclusion, there were people who were joining, and even we are getting even now people who are joining even after 11 o'clock, 11. Thanks for all your patience and being here and be more participative. Only request is that join back tomorrow as well and get the complete benefit or maximum benefit from the resource person in the session being organized. So thank you all. I think we'll be concluding. Have anything to add on?
Thank you everyone. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.